Have you ever felt like your cat keeps their emotions locked away, leaving you guessing about how they truly feel? Cats can be mysterious little creatures, and their ways of expressing affection are often so subtle that they're easy to miss, even for the most devoted cat guardians. What if I told you that your kitty has been quietly telling you they adore you and, maybe, you've been overlooking their quiet "I love yous" all along? Cats may not be chatty, but their body language speaks volumes. In this video, we'll explore 6 subtle yet powerful ways your furry cat companion shows their love, helping you unlock the secrets of their heart. You won't want to miss these hidden "I love yous." Before we dive in, please subscribe to Wise Animals and hit the notification bell to make sure you don't miss any of our future videos. Stealing, a sign of affection. The term cat burglar exists for a reason. Many cats have a knack for stealing. These furry kleptomaniacs will snatch almost anything their human leaves unattended. While food is often their main target, some cats graduate to more surprising heists, including laundry or small personal items. Cats may drag your clothing to a hidden spot or simply lounge on it to claim it as theirs. Smaller objects, such as jewelry or accessories, are also at risk, which is why it's essential to keep tiny items out of your cat's reach to avoid choking hazards. At first glance, a cat's stealing habits might seem like greed or mischief, but there's actually a deeper reason behind their behavior. Cats are highly scent-oriented animals, and your belongings carry your unique scent. While the thought of leaving your personal smell on everything might be unappealing to humans, it's comforting to your cat. It's not about sweat or body odor. Your cat perceives the subtle, distinct scent that represents you. This smell gives your cat a sense of security and happiness. When your cat steals your belongings, sleeps in your bed, or takes over your favorite spot on the couch, they're not being spiteful or possessive. Instead, your cats are surrounding themselves with something that reminds them of you. It's your cat's way of signaling that your presence makes them feel safe and loved. Essentially, by borrowing your things, they're keeping a little piece of you close at all times. Understanding this behavior can help you view your cat's thievery as an unusual but heartfelt form of affection, making it easier to forgive their mischievous antics. Personal note: Indy has an adorable habit of swiping my socks from the laundry basket. Believe it or not, one of my invisible socks that he stole when he was a kitten has been missing since, and he is 8 now. I never found it. A cat's smile, expressing joy through their short tail. A cat's tail is as expressive as a human's face, making it an excellent indicator of their mood. If you want to understand your cat's emotional state, paying attention to their tail is often more revealing than anything else. When a cat raises their tail, it's the feline equivalent of a human smile. It's their way of showing happiness and broadcasting their contentment to those around them. You might notice your cat lifting their tail high when they see you enter a room or when they walk into a space where you're already present. This gesture is their way of saying they're genuinely happy to see you. Your presence alone brings them joy, and their raised tail is a reflection of the love and affection they feel for you. For your cat, just the simple act of being near you is enough to brighten their day. Personal note: every time Indy sees me or wakes up from a nap, his tail shoots straight up. I call it Indy's furry mood antenna. It's his unmistakable way of saying, "Hey, I'm so glad you're here." That perky tail always makes me smile. It's like his personal happiness signal just for me, bringing you gifts. Though it might not seem pleasant, your cat bringing you gifts, whether it's their favorite toy, a random household object, or even prey, is actually a profound sign of affection and trust. In the wild, cats are natural hunters, and sharing food or their catch is a gesture reserved for their closest companions. When your cat presents you with something, it's their way of including you in their world, treating you as part of their family. This behavior is also rooted in their instincts. Mother cats bring food to their kittens as a way to teach them how to hunt and provide. Similarly, when your cat leaves a toy mouse at your feet, or proudly drops a real one, unfortunately, they might be trying to share their hunting prowess or even teach you the skill they've mastered. Sometimes the gifts aren't food or toys, but random objects from around the house: a sock, a hair tie, or even a pen. These items may not make sense to us, but to your cat, they're prized possessions. Sharing them with you is their way of saying, "You're important to me, and I want to share what I value most." It's also a way for them to seek your attention and approval. When your cat brings you a gift, They often look at you expectantly, waiting for you to acknowledge and appreciate their efforts. A little praise and affection in response can make their day and reinforce your bond. While the occasional dead mouse or bird might not be the gift you want, it's worth remembering that in your cat's eyes, it's an act of love. Biting, a complex love language, biting can often be misunderstood when it comes to feline behavior. For humans, biting is typically a clear sign of hostility. So when your cat wraps their mouth around you, even without breaking the skin, it's easy to think they're upset or deliberately being mean. However, to truly understand what's going on, it helps to observe how cats interact with one another. Among cats, biting is surprisingly common, even between those that are friendly. Sometimes a bite is a warning, like when one cat invades another's space, steps on them, or tries to steal food. At other times, it's an expression of affection. For cats, biting and scratching are key components of play, starting from kittenhood. From a young age, kittens engage in biting and scratching as part of play fighting. This isn't unique to cats. Many young animals, including human children, play games like wrestling, chasing, or hide and seek as part of their development. For cats, these playful battles serve a purpose. They allow kittens to practice hunting and fighting skills, which are critical for survival in the wild. During play fighting, kittens quickly learn to control their strength. If one bites or scratches too hard, their sibling will squeak in protest and often refuse to play until the aggressor makes amends, usually by grooming them. Similarly, if a kitten bites their mother too forcefully, she may discipline them by grooming them thoroughly, since many mother cats believe that bath time solves most behavioral issues. By the time kittens are ready to leave their mother and join a new home, they generally understand how much force they can use without harming their feline companions. While cats learn to regulate their biting during kittenhood, their lessons are geared toward interactions with other cats. Cats have thick fur that protects their skin, but humans lack this natural armor, making us far more sensitive to even playful nibbles. Your cat doesn't instinctively understand this difference. They need to be taught. You can help your cat learn how to play more gently by mimicking the way kittens are taught in the nest. If your cat bites too hard, say "ouch" loudly to signal that you've been hurt. Then remove yourself from the area and ignore them for a few minutes. This lets them know that rough play leads to the end of fun. Over time, they'll adjust their behavior. However, don't be discouraged if they occasionally forget, especially when they're young. Cat kissing, a subtle expression of love. Cat kissing is one of the most understated yet deeply meaningful ways your cat communicates their affection. If you catch your cat staring at you from across the room, it might feel a bit odd or even unsettling at first, especially if you're used to interpreting human body language. For humans, prolonged staring can often signal discomfort, tension, or social awkwardness. However, cats operate with their own unique social cues. If your cat fixes their gaze on you and then slowly blinks, they're not being sinister. They're sharing a tender moment. This gesture, often called a cat kiss or an "I love you" blink, is their way of expressing trust and affection. It's the feline equivalent of sending you a kiss from across the room, a simple yet profound way to show they care. To return the love, try meeting your cat's gaze and slowly blinking back. This small act of reciprocity will communicate your affection and make your cat feel even more connected to you. Licking, a rough display of affection. Licking is another way cats express their love, though it can feel a bit uncomfortable for humans. A cat's tongue is not just for cleaning dirt and dust from their fur. It also helps detangle knots. To achieve this, their tongues are lined with tiny, backward-facing spines called papillae. While these spines work wonders for grooming their fur, they can feel like sandpaper when used on bare human skin. This rough texture is a characteristic of all felines. In larger cats, like lions and tigers, it's even more pronounced, powerful enough to scrape paint off walls in zoos or strip fur from their prey. If one of these big cats licked you, it could remove layers of skin and cause serious harm, making your kitty's comparatively gentle grooming seem much less abrasive. For cats, grooming is about more than just staying clean. It's a key social behavior. When cats groom each other, it's a way to relax and strengthen bonds. Think of it like friends braiding or brushing each other's hair. It's practical, but it's also a sign of affection and camaraderie. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Your support not only encourages us, but also helps other cat lovers discover our content. Don't forget to share your experiences in the comments below, and consider subscribing to the Wise Animals channel for more informative videos on understanding and caring for our feline friends. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in our next